Your morning news now. Deaths and hospitalizations from COVID-19 have hit an all-time high. The CDC is urging all Americans to not travel for the upcoming holiday season. The agency also warned that the pandemic death toll could hit 450,000 by February, and the winter months could be the most difficult in the history of public health. Those predictions come less than 2 weeks before federal health officials say the U.S. should start distributing its first vaccines. Biotech companies Pfizer and Moderna await emergency use authorization for their vaccines. On Wednesday, Britain gave emergency approval to Pfizer's. Groups of people affected by COVID-19 the most may soon be the first to get a vaccine. A decision from a CDC advisory committee recommends long-term care workers and patients get the vaccine first. When a vaccine is approved, officials say the initial doses will be small compared to the population and will increase in the weeks and months to follow. Federal funding for the Wisconsin National Guard's COVID response is set to expire at the end of the month. The Guard has been critical in helping the state contain the spread of the coronavirus through their testing sites and medical assistance. Right now, Wisconsin is only receiving 75% of federal funding for the Guard, while the state pays the remaining portion. U.S. Senator Tammy Baldwin is calling on President Trump to cover 100% of the costs. The incoming leader of Wisconsin Senate Republicans says the Senate will not take up any COVID-19 relief measures before January. Assembly Republicans have said they would vote on bills this month, and Democratic Governor Tony Evers has urged swift action before federal money runs out. Incoming Senate Majority Leader Devin LeMahieu told the Associated Press that the Senate is not coming back in December. Closer to home, the West Salem School District is sticking to online learning through the end of winter break, which is January 3rd. In a letter to families, the district superintendent said kids will not return to classroom due to consistent high numbers of cases and the potential uptick in cases over the next few weeks because of deer hunting and Thanksgiving. The district will update families about its next steps on January 23rd. And the Gail Ettrick Trempealeau School District will also remain virtual through at least the beginning of the new year. In a letter to parents, District Administrator Michelle Butler said the district would return to in-person learning on January 4th at the earliest.
Well, passing clouds overnight, not nearly as cold this morning. Temperatures in the upper 20s to lower 30s. Highs today, upper 30s to around 40 across the north, so still above average, but a few degrees cooler than yesterday. Low 40s here in the Cross, and we'll see low to potentially some mid 40s far south.
Speaking of weather, skiers and snowboarders, they won't have to wait much longer to hit the slopes because crews at Mount LaCrosse are busy preparing for the season. Those cooler temperatures mean crews can finally start making snow. Mount LaCrosse hopes to open a little more than a week from now with new safety measures to help with social distancing. Because of the pandemic, some indoor services like the kitchen and the bar will not be available. Nominations are now open for the Best of La Crosse County 2021. Now in its 8th year, the contest highlights the best in categories like restaurants, recreation, shopping. Even if you're not one of the businesses, you can still win. One person who makes a nomination will win a $100 Visa gift card. To nominate a business, just head to bestoflacrossecounty.com. Businesses can be suggested until the end of December, and then voting will begin in February. Starting today, Santa will be hopping online to read some holiday stories. The Fireside Chats are hosted by the Sparta Free Library and the Sparta Area Chamber of Commerce. Santa will read at 7 for the next 4 Thursday nights, finishing up before Christmas Eve so he can hop on his sleigh. You can catch the Fireside Chats with Santa on the Sparta Area Chamber of Commerce Facebook page. Happening tomorrow, News 8 Now is celebrating the joy of sharing at Festival Foods in Onalaska. Your donations will support several local organizations, including the Salvation Army of La Crosse County. Everything starts at 5 o'clock in the morning, and we will be there until 6:30 in the evening. You can stop by and drop off donations of toys, food, and cash to help the Salvation Army of La Crosse County, the Hunger Task Force, and Toys for Tots.
Well, the thicker cloud cover that moved over the area overnight starting to move south and east and away from the region, but still some scattered clouds upstream. So we'll at least see a partly cloudy sky for much of the day. Not nearly as cold this morning, mid-20s to lower 30s. We're right at 30 in La Crosse, 28 in Eau Claire, 30 in Prairie du Chien. So kind of a mix of sun and clouds today. Still mild for December, a high of 42. 40 tomorrow and Saturday. Small chance for a few flurries or sprinkles on Sunday with highs in the upper 30s.
We want to thank you for sharing your morning with us. We hope you have a great Thursday. We'll look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow morning.